Judy Chu with us, Democrat whose district is just outside of Los Angeles. Congresswoman, thank you for being here. I noticed on your Twitter account a lot of angry statements about Donald Trump and Republicans, not one talking about the violence against police or looting. Is that because you think it's okay?
No, I absolutely do not think looting or violent acts are okay. But I also do not think that mass raids without warrants are okay, which is what started this whole thing. It was started by Donald Trump.
So enforcing the laws started this? How do mass raids start looting the Apple Store? Connect the dots for me.
Okay. I remember a time when Donald Trump went to rally after rally saying that he was going to get the violent criminals and rapists who are undocumented out of this country. What happened to that? Instead of getting mothers, fathers, your neighbors, people who are sewing, people who are getting work as day laborers,
you've changing the question. I'm just trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out how. I'm just trying to figure out how you go from raids, whether or not they were advisable or what Trump promised, I don't know, but they're certainly legal to go pick people who are illegally in this country up and deport them. How does that justify looting and rioting?
There are bad actors who are taking advantage of these protests. In fact, I am glad you showed the interfaith vigil, because actually there are many, many protests that are actually peaceful.
Undoubtedly, I've been in a lot of them, but there's a lot of riots.
So these people walking here,
who's to blame for the rioting and the looting?
There are bad actors, and that's the ones that the LAPD is arresting. And so, yes, they are taking those people into account. We do not condone violence. And in fact, we have sent the message out over and over again that peaceful protests are what the people should be doing. It's important to raise your voice, but through peaceful protests.
All right. So the peaceful protests conceivably are about what you say are raids against people who are here illegally but don't have criminal backgrounds. Wouldn't it be easier to deport the criminals if the LAPD and the sheriff's office and the entire state of California wasn't a sanctuary city and state protecting all illegal immigrants, including those with criminal records?
Well, how about putting some priorities on who you are focusing on? I don't know. I kind of think maybe we should focus on the violent criminals.
Right, but wouldn't it be a lot easier if the LAPD said, hey, here are the violent criminals who are illegal aliens, and the sheriff's office said, hey, there's an illegal alien with who's a rapist here. Hey, ICE, come pick him up, rather than releasing him because of sanctuary laws?
Well, how about this issue? If you belong to the LAPD force, is it your duty to go around picking people up who are not documented? Or maybe,
Congresswoman, you're making my point. You just said let's focus on the people who are criminals. You just said let's focus on the people who are criminals, and now you're telling me it's not LAPD's job.
No, it is not. LAPD's job is to fight crime in the city. It is to make sure that they can get the cooperation of people in the neighborhoods and not be the enforcement agents of ICE.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.